Cool. There we go. Let's get that going. Perfect. What's up, Ozone? Episode 12 here. Every Monday, 7 p.m. EST, I come to you live talking entrepreneurship, talking success, your branding, getting your stuff dialed in and going. Got Facebook over here, got YouTube on right now. Facebook, guys, you guys are just catching up. You've got about, 11 episodes to get through here. YouTube, you guys know where it is. Hey, YouTube, what up, Maddie Bo? Grow a meme page. Man, you got to get off the memes. You got to get onto something. You got to get onto something, man. Hey, you got to start monetizing. Ozone, guys, we're going to be talking about money today because you guys probably don't have your money dialed in and figured out. A lot of people living in scarcity, 76% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, and I don't really get it. I don't live paycheck to paycheck. It's been 3 years since I've lived paycheck to paycheck. This will be the third year. We're going into the fourth year of business. In 6 days here, Millionaire Mafia will have been in business for 3 years. All right. We're going into our fourth year of business. We've done 7 figures. We've done multiple 7. We're going for 8. That's the next goal. So I want to talk to you guys about money. All right. I want to talk to you guys about the habits of money, getting your money in a better position. Couple simple habits that I changed. I started being able to save more. So I was able to invest, was able to build up more cash flow, was able to get my business to an entirely different spot. And I hope I can shed some light on that for you guys. So, hey, I appreciate you guys being on here. I do this on Mondays because you've just gotten off work, or you're on your way home, or you just got finished with dinner, and you still have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday left to go. What up, Facebook? Who do we got on here? We got Arthur. We got April, I believe, on here. Hey, those of you on Facebook, share this out. You guys just got off work. You have time, all right? You're sitting here watching this right now. Go get everybody else sitting here that needs to watch this. Get them on here. Go ahead and share this on your wall, on your timeline. Message it to some people. Let's get this going. So I want to talk about money today, all right? 76% of people in America live paycheck to paycheck. 76%. All right. Most people are going to work 40 hours a week, which isn't anything. 40 hours is a low, small hour work week. All right. I'm doing 70. All right. I could be doing more. Could be doing more than I'm doing. So can you. You can do a lot more than what you're doing. Over here on YouTube, you can do a lot more than what you're doing right here. Jao Alves, appreciate you being on here. Hey, if you're on YouTube, make sure you get this shared out here before we get into the meat of everything. Every Monday, I bring you the Ozone. We're on our 12th episode right now. I just ordered an immense amount of camera equipment so we can broadcast this on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, all at the same time. Got a couple cameras going. It's going to be really good. So we're getting stuff amped up here. Just got a corner office way up one of the top floors of the buildings here in Boise. So going to be changing the set, going to be coming to you from there in the next few weeks here. So really excited about that. I've been investing heavily. Got a deal going together right now that's going to make me, $100,000 in a single day. Got some awesome stuff going. So I want to be able to shed that light on you guys and help you guys out with this. But really, is that acceptable? 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Why are you living paycheck to paycheck? Because your degrees aren't paying. Because the information that you've been given in college by mom, by dad, by your middle class family does not work. What does it do? It keeps you middle class. But you get jealous, you get a little envious, you get a little bit irritated when you see somebody else's financial success. That is not the way to be. Learn from it. The person that is a multi-millionaire, the person that's a billionaire, not only has different habits and rituals than the person making $50K a year, but has much different information. And they've scaled their business and their net worth to 7, 8, 9 figures, 10 figures, because they are using different information to scale, different information than what you guys have. All right. And that's a big problem that I see here. We're distributing, for lack of a better word, information that's not actually paying. And so I don't really understand that. I don't understand why we sit here and we're still willing to listen to the voice of mediocrity And we try to actually take action on that. That's what we're doing. It's comfortable for us to live inside our 9 to 5. It's comfortable for us to have our benefits and our vision and our dental plan. I've had health insurance in 3 years. I pay cash for it. I don't need to. All right. On the off chance I get cancer and need to spend $250,000, okay. All right. But I don't need to pay my $50 copay. I don't need to pay $500 for a doctor to tell me your blood pressure is 120/80 and you are a living, breathing human being. Thanks, doc. Appreciate that. You learned that in medical school? Wow. Oh, good job here. Most people live in scarcity. It's a big problem. All right. And we're going to talk about scarcity. We're going to talk about scarcity as a mindset, scarcity of business, because you are not going to get to the next level if you continue operating in scarcity. Tyler Swanson, appreciate you being on here. Hey, let me know who you are, where you're at in the world, what you do for work. Nicholas Lau, good to see you on here. James Howlams, good to see you on here as well. Appreciate all you guys on YouTube smashing those like buttons right there. Appreciate that, guys. So here's what I want to get into. Scarcity, all right? You need to have an abundant mindset, a mindset of abundance, not scarcity, okay? Scarcity is not being willing to run ads and thinking that when you're spending money on ads, you're going to waste money. If your mentality is that you're going to waste money when you're spending money on ads to promote your business, the problem is not the ads. The problem is that you don't understand marketing and you don't know how to run ads. If you knew how to run ads and you understood marketing, that would be money well spent and you'd see a massive return. But the reality is most people are living in scarcity about their life, their personal life, their finances, their business, their relationships, okay? Oh, if she or he breaks up with me, I'm not going to be able to find another one. You know, like the saying goes, plenty of fish in the sea. Probably would. Easier said than done, but probably would, okay? Oh, you know, I don't have money to spend on ads. Well, what if the ads got you a sale so that you had more money to spend on ads? I want you to stop all poverty behavior. I call poverty excuses. Excuse, the word excuse is another word for poverty. It should go in the same category. If you are making excuses, I would consider you a broke person. Maybe you have a little bit of money. I would still consider you a broke individual. Okay? If you are making excuses, anybody listening to this right now, if you made an excuse today, if you think you'll make an excuse tomorrow, if you know yourself and you know that you're always justifying why you can't do something. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I'm from a third world country. I'm black. Don't ever pull the racial thing on me. Don't ever make your race. Don't ever make it about your race. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, and your grandfather was a slave. I don't care. All right? Don't ever pull the race card that I'm fat, I'm too short, I'm gay, I'm straight. Don't ever do that. That is not going to work. An entrepreneur, an investor, a mentor is not going to care how black, white, Asian, Hispanic, gay, straight, Muslim, Jew you are. They don't care if you're a Jewy Jew. They don't care if you're a Muslim. They don't care if you have the longest fucking beard or freaking hair under your turban that's ever in existence. They care about, do you have the mindset to succeed? And am I putting my time and energy into somebody that wants success? That's what they care about. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get out of the scarcity mindset. Habits of scarcity are like worrying about price. Okay? Always thinking, oh, I can't do that because I wish I could, but I wish I would have, but always making excuses. Having a scarcity mindset is always going to keep you broke. You always will stay broke. And it's very simple to just go, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to behave in that way. Instead of worrying about price, buy the damn thing. Whatever it is, buy it. But only buy things that are going to get you further ahead. Only buy investments. Only buy assets, not liabilities. Okay? Stop worrying about, oh my gosh, I don't have $1,000 for this mentorship program, or I don't have this, or I can't start a business because of this. Start going, I can and I will. Figure out the money. Go get the loan. Borrow it from a friend. Crowdfund it. I don't care. All right? Stop all your poverty-stricken behavior. Stop operating from a standpoint of scarcity. Stop worrying about price. Stop thinking that you can't do something based on how much money is in between your hands right now or is in your wallet. Let me show you something about my wallet here, okay? That's a hotel card This is a ticket for racing, not like a speeding ticket, a ticket that allows me to race at the drag strip. This is a State Farm card that expires next month, 11/20. There's no money on this, okay? And this is a routing number for a bank. There's the money in my wallet. You see that? There's how much money is in my wallet. I'm not making excuses. Shit. I'll have more money right after this live. I'll have more money tomorrow. I'll have more money the next day. I'll have more money the next day. How will I get it? Shit. I'll find a way to sell something. I'll find a way to offer a product, a service to somebody. I'll go get the money, okay? I'll figure it out. If I need the loan, I'll figure it out. But at least I'm willing to do it, okay? Right now, we got a lot of people that are just, hey, I can't do it. I won't do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the information. I don't have the person to teach me. Go get the person to teach you. I don't have the money. Go get the money. Well, I don't live in a good country. Move to another country. Oh, well, I don't have internet. Go get internet. Oh, well, I don't have a computer. Go borrow one. Every excuse that you're going to throw my way, I will shoot down. I suggest you start shooting your own excuses. If I can shoot down your excuses, you sure as heck need to be able to shoot down your excuses, guys. So I don't get that. Stop having a scarcity mindset. Here's an example of scarcity in business, and I used to be this way. Oh, we can't spend money on ads. I would think this way. I can't spend money on ads. I don't have the money for ads. But then I realized if I worked my process and I had a good product or a good service and I created an ad and I put it in front of the right people, so those people watched the ad and decided, yeah, you know, that kind of makes sense. I want to participate in that, and ended up buying my product. All of a sudden, the $300 that I spent on ads here became a $1,000 sale, and now I made $700, and I have my $300 to put back in and do it again. Take that first commitment, okay? It's not, the problem is not the ads. The problem is that you don't understand how to market your business so that you can spend money on it and get a return. It's not the ads. The problem is you might be spending money. You just don't know how to spend it. You don't know how to make the ad, what audience to put it in front of, and what to say or how to say it to get that audience to come back, go into your funnel, and buy your product or service. It's not the ad, okay? I commend you for actually, spending the money. But if you're not doing anything, that's even worse. You're not even trying. You're not even attempting. Stop living in scarcity, okay? Scarcity is excuses. Excuses are poverty. That's poverty. Excuses is poverty. All right? So understand that. Understand that Facebook. Understand that YouTube here. Appreciate you guys. If you're brand new to my YouTube channel, you need to subscribe right now. You guys on Facebook, you need to go over to Ben Oberg. You need to subscribe. Every Monday, I'm bringing you to the Ozone. We take your calls. We'll be taking your calls in just a little bit here. So Gadget Man Twin Cities and Nicholas, Jow, any of you guys over on Facebook, you're welcome to call in. I'll be dropping that number in just a little bit here. Now what I want to do is I want to talk about habits of money. Habits of money. And that is one of the things, I'll raise my chair up a little bit here. That is one of the things that I wanted to focus on in Ozone today. Habits of money. What do I mean by that? What habits do you have to be able to get more money? Okay? Here's the thing. Stop focusing all of your time and energy on, once again, scarcity. Oh, shit, I got to budget this. Here's a coupon for this. We can't eat here because it costs too much. I can't do that because it costs too much. I have to get through my week, so, here's all I'm going to be able to afford at the end of my paycheck. Your energy is immensely misplaced. And whoever taught you to think like that, however you acquired that habit, shame on them. If that was your parents or your teachers or anybody, walk into school tomorrow and slap your teacher in the face. Go grab your mom or dad and trip them with their own cane. All right? Shame on them for being so oblivious to the fact, and shame on you for practicing that. Oh man, geez, I've got $2,000 here. Oh shit, my rent is 1.5K. I got to put food in my mouth. That doesn't leave me with any gas. How am I going to pay my phone bill? Oh my gosh. The amount of energy that you are expending trying to balance your paycheck. Oh, that term, balancing a paycheck. Oh my gosh, that makes me so sick. That is a sickening middle-class behavior. That is mediocrity at its finest, practicing existence. I don't like that, okay? Instead, exert your energy on production, okay? Exert all your energy on production. Am I making sense, Facebook? Am I making sense? Or am I just offending you? I hope I'm doing both. Leo Ramos, appreciate you being on here. Leo says, big fan here since the beginning. Appreciate that, man. Where are you guys coming from? What do you do for work? What part of the world are you in? Let me know that here on the Ozone every Monday, 7 p.m. EST. I'll be taking your calls here in a little bit. You got to get in the right habits, okay? Instead of exerting all of your energy on how can I make ends meet, how can I balance out this check, how can I get to the end of the week and be okay until I get my next check, instead of doing that, focus on production. Focus on production. All of your energy needs to, and take that same amount of energy, withdraw it from there and exert it on production. How can I get more money? How can I get this person to pay me? How can I do better at my job and and deserve an increase in pay? Can I ask for a raise? Can I prove that I'm worthy of a raise? How can I incrementally increase my income? That's what you need to be doing, whether you're self-employed or at a job. If you're self-employed, how am I going to do that? Let me go find one more deal. Let me go find one more 500, one more 1,000, one more $10,000 deal. If you're doing 100 grand a month, you want to do 150, and each deal's worth 10 grand, you need to increase production by 50%. You need to find 5 more deals that month. What have you done to find the 10 deals? You need to do more of that. Did you work 8 hours a day? Okay, work 12, work 20. All right, that's it. That's it. Increase production, increase activity to hit the goal. If the goal is income, increase your activity. If you're at the job and you need a little bit of overtime, you can. All right, work it. All right. If you're like, shit, coming up on the holidays, there might be some bonuses involved. Get all those damn bonuses. Okay. Overextend yourself. Take the extra shifts. Do what you need to do to get the money that you don't have right now. Okay. Instead of exerting your energy on, here's how I can save. And if I cut this, if I take this out, I'm going to be able to make ends meet this week. What a broken, fucked up way of thinking. Exert that same amount of energy, crumple it up in a ball, and throw it over to this side, solely focused on the production. How can I increase my activity to produce more income? That's what you guys need to do, okay? Now, to complement this, here's another activity. I want you all to write this down. Everybody here, all of you guys on Facebook, all of you guys on YouTube. And we're going to be going over the DISC assessment in a little bit here. I'm excited for this. All right. If you don't know what DISC is, dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. All right. It's really cool. DISC. Going to be giving you guys the DISC assessment. You guys will find out more about yourselves in the next 15 minutes than you've probably known about yourselves in your whole lifetime. Pretty excited about this. Here's the next thing I want you to focus on, guys. Stay broke. Stay broke. All right? Here's a way you can do that. I want everybody to listen very closely to what I'm about to say. If there's anything you take away from today's Ozone, take away the next few words that I'm about to say. All right? Get out your pens, get out your piece of paper, write this down. Okay? Get in the habit of this. Do this every single day. If you do this every single day, I guarantee you, many of you are going to have thousands of more dollars each month. Some of you will have tens of thousands. And it's a simple habit. Okay? Write this down. Go ahead and smash the like button on Facebook if you're ready to write this down. Show me some likes, some hearts, blow that shit up. I want to hear from you guys over on Facebook, making sure that you guys hear me and you understand this here. Smash that like button, drop it, let me see it blow up. Over here on YouTube, I see a bunch of likes. Let's get it tenfold. I want to see you guys smash that YouTube like button. I want to make sure everybody, I see it on Facebook. What about you guys on YouTube? Huh? Show me some love. You guys understand this? All right? Write this down. When you're about to spend money on something that you do not need, take whatever dollar amount that, put it in a special account, okay? When you're about to spend money on something you don't need, take whatever dollar amount that is, okay, and put it in a special account that you're not going to touch. Sacred. You will not access this. You will not touch it. The money's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Okay? Here's an example of that. I'm at a coffee shop earlier today. Of course, I need to eat. I get a sandwich. I get some tea. I could have gotten a cookie. That cookie was $4. As soon as I thought that, as soon as I so much as thought that I could have that cookie, as soon as I consciously gave so much as just the slightest amount of energy towards buying that cookie, as soon as I literally was like, oh, I'm going to have my sandwich because I have substance, I need that. I'm going to have my tea, okay? I was like, oh, I can get a cookie. As soon as I even thought that, didn't even take an eighth of a second for my brain to process, I kind of want that cookie. My immediate next thought was that cookie's $4. As soon as I sit down, I'm taking $4 out of my checking and I'm putting it into my sacred savings. You will probably encounter yourself doing that multiple times per day. You didn't need the pack of cigarettes. Quit your fucking addiction, okay? You don't need the $4 cookie, okay? You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need that Forever 21 gift card. You don't need to buy a $50 present for your sister or your brother. You can buy a $20 present. And then later on, once you've saved a bunch, you can buy them a Ferrari and they can thank you later. You just saved $30 more. And get in the habit of every single time you are about to consume something that is not an asset, every single time you are about to consume something that has nothing to do with an investment, that has nothing to do with you increasing your level of relevant knowledge. Whatever that dollar amount is, take it out of your checking, put it in your sacred savings that you are not going to touch. And get in this habit every single day on every single item that has any level of dollar amount that is not something that would get you ahead financially. A shirt, a new car. If you so much as think, oh, I'm going to buy the $20,000 car and you're serious about it, I want you to go take out a damn loan for $20,000 and put it in your business. If you have the $20,000 in cash and you're going to go buy a new car, I want you to take all $20,000 of it and sacrifice all of it, put it into your sacred savings account that you are not going to touch until you put it in an investment that's going to make you tenfold, 20-fold, 1,000-fold in cash flow. You understand what I'm saying? This is a habit. Habits of creating more money, habits of creating wealth. And what this does is it forces you to stay broke. Every single time, what I'm getting at is every single time you want to consume, I want you to reroute that energy of consumption, all right? I want you to take that money, put it in your sacred, in your account that you will not touch, and I want you to re-exert that energy towards production, okay? Stay broke. This habits like this will force you to stay broke. Any money that you were about to put on the table for yourself, you take it away, you slap your hand, and you take that amount of money and you put it in this account you will not touch. What you mentally now decide is, I am broke, I have no money. You've taken away your energy that you were going to use to spend, okay? You're taking away the energy that you were going to use to spend, all right? And you transfer it into production. You take away the opportunity of just try giving yourself to spend. You take it away. And now you have to you force yourself into production mode. You see what I'm saying? You are now forcing yourself to have to produce, all right? All of you guys here, I guarantee every single one of you, okay? Because if you're a multimillionaire, you do not need to be listening to me right now. And anybody that's left, right? Which is all of you. I see the names on here. See a lot of you guys, all right? None of you guys are multi-millionaires. Anybody that says they are, you're lying to yourself, you're lying to me. We know this. It's not to hammer you guys down. What I'm saying is get in the practice of keeping your money. You're going to be able to keep your money by not spending it. So anytime you're about to spend money on something you don't need, immediately choose to then take that dollar amount and put it away. Take it off the table for you. Eliminate it from your life. So that way You put yourself in the mentality, in the mental position, I am broke, I have no money. So what you end up doing is you take away your spending problem. You take away the energy you were going to spend on spending money, and you now force yourself into production mode. So now you have to go do something. Now your activity is focused on getting money. You're now going to go make some sales. The salesperson's going to come out on you. You're going to go close some deals. You have that extra motivation. You are thirsty, okay? By staying broke, you're going to become thirsty. You're going to force yourself into production mode, and you're going to go get the money. And you keep doing that. You take in the money. You take that little bit that you need. You save the rest. You take the money off the table. You're broke. Now you got to go produce again. You get a little bit of money. You bring it in. You take what you need to be able to survive. You take the rest. You don't give yourself the opportunity to spend. You put it over here. Pretty soon you've got 100,000. You've got 200. You've got 500,000 saved up. Now you need to start investing in assets that are going to create you residual income. They're going to generate you cash flow that are going to get you into capital gains territory where you're not paying tax like an employee, right? You're not paying into L&I. You're not paying Social Security. You're not the person earning $100,000 per year that takes home 60. If I just earned $100,000 per year, I'm going to tell you right now, I would take home over 80 because I understand tax a little bit more than employees do, a little bit more than your financial advisor does, a little bit more than your CPA probably does. All right, I'm understanding this, guys. We're going to take your calls here, 206-973-7851. Call in. It's 206-973-7851. Happy to answer your questions. Looking for the next caller to dial in. We'll be happy to answer your questions. Somebody asked, is this live now? When you clicked on YouTube, it said YouTube Live. My short, blunt, abrasive answer is yes, this is live on Facebook, on YouTube, on everywhere. I can go live right now. This is live. 206-973-7851. Taking your calls, answering your questions. Somebody dial in. Appreciate you guys over here on Facebook sharing. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this right over here. What up, Facebook? Let's see who we got on here. Georgie Nelson. Good to hear from you. Frank Andrews, James Bull, Hussam Diaz, Jennifer Rodriguez, Tori Swanson. What up, Tori? Do we have brother and sister on here right now? We got Tyler Swanson and Tori Swanson. What up? Pretty sure I went to high school with both of you. And until I moved from Washington, you guys lived like right next to me, right? Appreciate you guys. Let me see if I can set this down right here. Will that even work? Boom. Okay. 206-973-7851. Shoot me in a call. All right. I want to talk about the DISC test. This is really, really cool. This is a DISC assessment. All right. Good time to be taking notes. And this is one of those things that if they would have taught us in high school, probably would have been better information. What did I learn in high school? I learned irrational roots, imaginary numbers. I learned about Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe. I learned a bunch of bullshit that didn't amount to anything. Like I couldn't scale that information. It didn't do anything for me. I'll put that right there for you guys. There we go. Like it didn't do anything for me, right? High school was such a waste of time. I loved it for the social elements of it. I skipped class. I didn't show up. I think I had like 11 parking tickets. I would leave campus all the time. I would skip periods. Like it didn't matter. I got what do they call it? Not expelled, suspended. I got suspended for 2 weeks. I think I stood up in the middle of math class and I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, why are we learning this? I'm not going to use irrational roots and imaginary numbers to do anything. Fuck this. And I left. I got expelled or I got suspended. What did I do? I cut firewood for like 2 weeks. I made a couple $1,000. When I came back, I was still an ass. Well, I hope you learned, Ben. Yeah, actually I did. I did the math. See, I figured out what the state pays you. You get paid about $47,000 per year. I just earned about $2,500 cash this week. Don't have to pay taxes on it. And so I actually earned more in the last 2 weeks being suspended is the word, than you have teaching irrational roots and imaginary numbers the last 2 weeks. I hope that helps. I hope your kids go to Ivy League schools and all that stuff. Didn't work out, guys. The information is irrelevant. So here's a test that is relevant, all right? Now, you can take this online. You can Google it. You can find it. It categorizes you in basically 4 areas. And the point of this is these are sort of behavioral sects, okay? They're segments of, they're characteristics of how we are as human beings, okay? So red is dominance, yellow is influence, green is steadiness, and blue is basically conscientiousness, okay? And you guys, I'm going to read off these. You can figure out like kind of where you're at, what you are. I know that I'm dominance and I'm influence, okay? And it's very cool because what it actually does is it allows you to know like what your primary, what your secondary, how you behave as an adapted style. You're influenced by your environment or the people you're around or work or your family, and then how you naturally are. And what I found with me personally is I have the dominance personality and the influence personality. I don't have so much of the steadiness or conscientious, okay? I'm mostly dominance and influence. So you guys see what you guys are here, all right? So check this out. We've got dominance. You can write this down. People with a dominant personality, they're decisive, competitive, daring, direct, innovative, persistent, adventurous, they're problem solvers, and they're result-oriented. If you have influence, if you have an influential personality, right? That's charming, confident, convincing, enthusiastic, inspiring, optimistic, persuasive, sociable, trusting. Now, if you have a personality of steadiness, that means you're understanding, you're friendly, you're a good listener, you're patient, relaxed, sincere, stable, steady, and you're a team player. Now, if you're conscientious, you're accurate, you're precise, you're analytical, you're compliant, courteous, diplomatic, detailed, fact finder, you have an objective. All right, kind of sounds like politicians, okay? Here's what I know. For me personally, I have a dominant personality. I am decisive. I am competitive. I'm daring. I'm direct, innovative, persistent, adventurous, problem solver, result-oriented. I am all of that. The influence side is the leadership side, the building the brand, the getting the audience out there. That's also the sales persuasiveness, all right? Charming. I would consider myself having the ability to be charming, all right? I'm not going to like toot my own horn and say, oh, I'm charming. Confident. I'm confident. Absolutely. Convincing. Yes, I am convincing. Enthusiastic. Absolutely not. You will never not find me enthusiastic unless I'm surrounded by stupid people. Then I become not enthusiastic, right? Inspiring, optimistic, always persuasive, sociable, trusting. Okay. Here's where I know I lack. Steadiness. Okay. Understanding. Am I understanding? Not really, because if I'm trying to understand somebody, if I hear excuses, I become disinterested. And now I don't understand. I'm understanding of certain situations. For example, the Holocaust. There's no way to justify that and what happened to those people, all right? I would be absolutely empathetic. If I was living in the 1940s and I had heard about what had happened to whatever it is, 6 million Jews, I would be astonished, and I would want to help every chance I get. So I'm understanding on that, but I'm not understanding on, oh, I'm black, white, Asian, Hispanic, white cops kill black people, all this stuff. I'm not understanding of that. I don't get it. I don't enable the victim mentality. All right. Friendly. Yeah, I would consider myself friendly. Is it necessarily my main trait that comes out when I'm talking? I would say not. I would say you're going to see directness. You're going to see enthusiasm. You're going to see that I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say. And I love interacting. All right. That will come across as friendly. It's probably not the number one thing to describe me. Good listener. Depends on what I'm listening to. All right. I know I need to work on that. Patience. It's selective. I have selective patience. I have patience for some things. I have patience in knowing I got to respect the process. Money doesn't happen overnight. Wealth is not accumulated in 24 hours, right? I get that. I get that, Facebook. Barbara Alfred, good to see you on here, all right? Conscientious. This is where, being accurate in business, being precise, being analytical, it's very important. Being compliant, I don't really give a shit about that. Being courteous when it's due, yeah. Diplomatic. Diplomacy doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose in business in most cases, in my opinion. Detailed, absolutely. Fact finder and having an objective, absolutely. Think about what you are, okay? Dominant personalities tend to be direct and guarded. Dominance in business is huge. This is go-getter, go for the throat. I'm going to take you out. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm building my business. That is absolutely essential to successful business. Being influential is absolutely essential to successful business, okay? The steadiness and the conscientious parts, okay? Here's what I know. Steadiness, people with a steadiness personality tend to be indirect and open. This could be both good and bad. Being indirect means you don't get to the point, you don't say shit in the time it needs to be said in, and you waste potential investors and potential collaborations, potential mentors. You waste their time, they're not interested, they're out before you're 5 words in, okay? Being indirect causes you to get stepped on, all right? Causes you to get stepped on, and that's not good. You need to be direct in business. Say what you want, tell it like it is, get to the point, that's it, all right? Especially when you're approaching investors or people that you can leverage their audience and build a network with, okay? Conscientious. Conscientious people tend to be result-oriented, but they arrive at the result slowly because they plan so much and they're so data-driven. Don't allow that to keep you from getting to the goal. Because here's the thing, I make hard decisions. Do I need to do this? Will it make me better? Yes or no? Yes, okay, let's go. No, I don't do it, and I don't give it any extra thought. That's it. I don't allow people to waste my time. I won't waste yours. You won't waste mine. You won't get on a call with me if you don't have a net worth and you don't have value you can bring to me, because I know that I will do the same for you. So I'm not going to get on the call with you. Like, I value my time. I will arrive at the goal quickly and efficiently because here's the plan. Here's what we're doing. Now we're going to get there. There's no other decision to be made. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the time involved. Will it get me to the next level? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I'm doing it. That's it. As long as it's ethical, doesn't hurt people, I'm doing it. All right? Whereas conscientious people, I love the data. I am all about the data. I am very data oriented. I'm very data driven, but I don't allow it to consume me to the point where I'm always planning and never putting into action. What are you? What are you guys? Would you consider yourself a dominant personality, a personality of influence, steadiness, or conscientious? All right. Think about this. This is an assessment that you guys can take. What often ends up happening is you find that you possess characteristics of 1 to 2 of them pretty heavily and a couple little characteristics of the other areas. And this whole test, it tells you how you should interact around people that are, this way or this way, how you should approach or be approached, what you should or shouldn't do, and you learn about who you are. Here's an example, and this is actually really cool. It puts together this graph for me, okay? And this graph tells me my adapted style and my natural style. And if you'll see here, I'll show YouTube, okay? This one right here is the adapted style, and this one right here is the natural style. You'll see my red and yellow are very much the same, all right? This is my adapted style. My green, in other words, my steadiness is way down here, and my conscientiousness is pretty high. That's my adapted style. What this honestly means, and here you go, Facebook right here. This is my adapted style. This is my natural style, all right? So adapted, I'm equally dominant as I am influential, but I'm very low on the steadiness. In other words, I don't listen well. I don't pay attention, and I lack patience. I would say that this is almost completely accurate. I need to work on listening more. I know that. What do you need to work on? I know this, all right? Here's this part right here. This is the conscientious. It means I'm data-driven. I'm analytical. I would say this is very accurate. I would say that this bar is actually a little bit higher in my adaptive style. I listen okay. I don't have patience. I think there's a time and place for patience. I think I practice it pretty well. But I do understand my weaknesses and know which ones I need to work on. This is my natural. Naturally, I'm a little bit more dominant, a little bit less influential. I listen a little bit more. I'm less data-driven, but it's still there. Over here, I'm much more data-driven. This is how I am in business. Usually your adapted style is how you're affected by work. Listen to this, okay? Your adapted style is your graph displayed on the left, okay? In other words, this is my adapted style right here, okay? It is your perception of behavioral tendencies you think you should use in your selected focus, work, social, family. This graph may change when you change roles or situations. The graph on the right is your natural style, this graph right here. Your natural style and indicates the intensity of your instinctive behaviors and motivators. It is often a better indicator of the real you and your knee-jerk instinctive behaviors. This is how you act when you feel comfortable in your home environment and are not attempting to impress. It is also what shows up in stressful situations. This graph tends to be fairly consistent even in different environments. It's very unique. Learning this about yourself, taking this assessment is going to be a really, really, really good indicator for understanding how you are, why you are the way you are, why you do what you do. It's really cool. And I suggest you take it. It's called the DISC assessment, guys. Take the DISC assessment, all right? And you're also going to learn your strong points, your weaknesses, what you could do better, how you can better interact with people. It's going to make you a better salesperson. It's going to make you a better family figure. It's going to make you more influential, better in relationships, know where you need to balance out a little bit. It's really good. And Brittany's going to be taking it too. And it's funny because we went over this and it was a great topic of conversation because she's like, yeah, that fits you to a T. That fits you to an absolute T. You are exactly that way, Ben. And I know it. And I know it had me laughing because the first few pages are kind of generic, explaining how it works and what it is and how to look at it. And I didn't realize all of a sudden it goes, Ben, you are this way. And when approached like this, you behave like this. And then if approached like this, you do this. But only if somebody else does this and then this happens, would it cause you to be able to behave like this. And I was like, holy shit, this is, I would say this is 95% accurate of me, 92 to 95. It's a really good indicator of who you are naturally, who you are around environments, like if you're heavily influenced by work or social or family, who you are when you're comfortable, and how you can act, react, and behave around certain individuals. And this is great when it comes to building relationships, getting in a better relationship with your spouse or your business partner, with your customers, with your clients, with your prospects, and when it comes to habits of money. This is Ben Oberg here on the Ozone every Monday, 7 p.m. EST. I come to you. We got a bunch of people watching on YouTube here. Appreciate you guys a lot. I'm going to look through the comments here real quick. I see we have a bunch of them. Before I let you guys go, hey, if you want me to fly you out for 3 days, okay? Accommodations included, your flights included. You can even bring a spouse, a business partner, whatever the case may be, all right? I'm doing the in-person mentorship event from January 4th to January 6th. We are done with ticket sales at the end of this month here. So you have today, tomorrow, the next day, one more day after that. You have 4 days to lock in your tickets. This is not a free event. You got to be willing to spend right around $4,000 to be able to participate in this event. Yes, we can split that into a couple payments. We can wire, debit, credit card, whatever. What would you be getting? It's all inclusive. Your accommodations, your flights, your hotels, everything. You are working with me for 3 days to build your online business to 6 figures. You're going to leave this event. Many of you guys will already be making money when you leave this event. Many of you guys will be making sales that is dependent on you, how well you listen and how well you apply what I'm going to be teaching you right then and there. Once again, this can be January 4th, 5th, and 6th. You're going to be working with me 7-8 hours a day. You're going to be surrounded by some of my most successful, top, and most eager students. You're going to see my media director there. You're going to see a couple people on my team that I work with, and you're going to be able to get help from every single one of us. My goal is to get your e-commerce, your affiliate marketing, your agency, your consulting, your high-ticket closing business set up to 6 figures, and you be able to scale it. You're going to have the whole entire system, your client onboarding process, your ads, your funnels, your marketing, your everything. So if you want the chance to be able to get in on that, what you need to do is you need to shoot me an email, and I'm going to type it in here. It's ben@millionairemafia.co. Okay, ben@millionairemafia.co. Okay, not .com, .co. You need to email me and say, hey, Ben, hook me up with IPM tickets, in-person mentorship tickets. It's a very close range event. We're only capping it at about 10 people. I think we have 7 or 8 already committed. So there's only 2 tickets left. There's only 2 tickets left. If you want one of those spots, email me, ben@millionairemafia.co. We'll get you dialed in and we'll get you set up, okay? I don't care what part of the world you're in, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, short, fat, ginger, gray hair, black hair, blue eye, red eyes, orange eyes. Don't care if you have a horn growing out of the side of your head or 7 nipples. Doesn't matter, okay? If you're a living, breathing human being and you want to be able to get a 6-figure and beyond online business, have the right information, be able to walk away scaling it with the possibility of actually starting to turn sales while you're still at this event, ben@millionairemafia.co. Shoot me the email and just say, hey, I want a ticket. Let's lock that in, and we'll be happy to do that. Now, what I will look at real quick is in the comments here. Let's see. Nicholas said the sacred savings account. Such great advice. You got it, brother. Lots of people asked if this was live. Of course, this is live. Let's see. What else? Chris Daniel, good to see you on here. I appreciate you guys. We're going to be doing this. We do this every week, regardless of where I'm at. Take your calls. You guys are able to dial into the show. I answer your questions, everything there. If you feel that anybody would benefit, you know people that would benefit from this information. You feel like, my gosh, we got gypped and they didn't give us the right information. All right. Share the YouTube channel. Make sure they're on for Facebook Live at 7 p.m. EST every Monday. Nathaniel Devontae Harris, appreciate you being on here. This is Ozone, guys, episode 12. Getting in the right money habits. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one.